I realize I've been making a lot of you extremely anxious with nearly spilling my tea in every video that I put out. So in that spirit, welcome to Spill the Tea, where we are figuratively going to spill the tea on all the books that I've been reading recently and all the ones that I'm excited to pick up next. And now I hate to break it to you, but I have just had my worst reading week of the entire year so far. I'm not usually one to DNF things, but I've had two back-to-back DNFs. One was an ARC. I'm not going to mention it because it was genuinely more of a me problem. I was just not in the right headspace to read that kind of story, so I had to shelve it for now. But the one I do want to talk about is a romance that I was so excited to pick up. It's autumnal looking, it's inspired by one of my favorite movies, and that is You Again by Kate Goldbeck. I got about 35% of the way through this book before I decided that this was just not for me. If you know and love When Harry Met Sally, you'll know it's about two friends who meet over the course of several years and progressively get closer and closer to falling in love. And this book follows a similar concept. My main issue was that I just found both of our main characters absolutely insufferable. They're meant to be in their 30s, but I felt like they were acting in their late teens, early 20s. The guy is just extremely unlikable, and our female main character has an absolute obsession with threesomes. I felt like that was pretty much all she could talk about, and I'm not gonna lie, I was just not vibing with that, but it just wasn't bringing me joy, so because of that experience, I'm in a slight reading slump at the minute, and I'm reading my current books extremely slowly. I'm still getting through Wild Reverence by Rebecca Ross. I am really enjoying it, but those two DNFs have just put me in a very non-reading mood. I had to be very honest and realistic with myself, and if I don't want to pick up a book, I am not going to pick up a book. I love Rebecca Ross, I love her writing, I've loved all of the books that I've read by her, and so I want to make sure I'm giving it a fair chance. I adore the way she constructs the story, I adore the way that she puts together a romance. Two words I would use to describe the romances that Rebecca Ross writes are tender and tasteful. They are not spicy, they are very believable. Very excited to complete the Divine Rivals universe as well by reading this book. I'm also starting to crave thrillers. That's not a normal feeling for me, and so I have started Gone Girl. This book is in the thriller canon, and it is about time that I got to it. I'm only about 2 or 3 chapters in, but that said, I am really enjoying it so far. And my 2 other priority books for the rest of this month are, of course, Rebecca by Daphne du Maurier. This is the classic for September. I'm really trying to pick up more classics and read one a month. This just feels like it's going to be very much of the season. Got a lot of mutuals on here who are also reading Rebecca at the minute, and I'm hearing amazing things, so very excited to pick this one up next. And I also have Spells for Forgetting by Adrienne Young. This is another one for my September TBR. It's a book that's been on my shelves for a couple of years at this point. Both of these 2 books honestly feel like they're going to be the kind of things that I really need to read right now.